Alright, Alani is out here helping me on the lathe. She's turning a pen blank. My first pen. And I needed some help since it's my first time. I've never done this. And I thought maybe Alani could help me drill some holes for this pen blank. Okay, now back it out slowly. Take it, go back the other direction. And we're spinning down here. I was just talking to her about how we're spinning down here at 170 RPM. Keep going. Keep backing it out. There you go. Nice. Good job. And you can go a little faster now when you're pulling it out. There you go. Gonna get a nice high frequency squeal here. Alright, and stop right there. Perfect. Alright, so looks like you drilled out the pen blank. We got a really nice straight clean hole, so I think we're it's a good start to a good pen blank. Nice job. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
Alright, can you see good out of the safety glasses, or are they dusty?
No, they're fine.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, I never saw how you put it together.
So here's a new burlwood, acacia burlwood piece that I'm working on, and it's a slimline ballpoint pen, and I'm just about to put it together. Alani helped me drill this one out.
Yep.
This is the second one now, and Callie helped too, and so the two of them helped me drill this pen out. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me get that in focus. There we go. Anyway, I just tinted some tiger eye, or some fiddleback maple, with some blue soy-based printer ink, and I got this real pretty looking pencil blank here. Let me stop my lathe so you can see it a little better. Look at the figuring in that. And then I just put a little thin layer, first thin layer of CA glue here, and then I'll continue adding some more and sanding down. See how this comes out. Looks like it's going to be real pretty. Okay, so let me do a little turning here on this, and I'm using my gouge here. Bring my tool rest down in here. And I'm spinning this up around 3,400 RPM. And I've found with this acrylic that you want to use much more of a shear scraping approach with your cutter. I'm almost down to the bushing up here. And that's the lower tube. This is the upper tube. And with this acrylic, there'll be different textures where the ribboning, especially where the ribboning is. So you might find that one direction of cutting works better than another. I'm going to clear some of the slough here. some of that debris off of there. And I'm going to get rid of these gloves too. I had those on for the CA gluing process. Okay. Now coming in right down here. And there I am. Okay, that's right down at the bushing. I'm just going to create a subtle curve back this way. Okay. Almost at the bushing right there. There we go. So that's the shape for the lower tube that I'm going to achieve, and hopefully, see if you can see some of this. It's got some real pretty, this particular acrylic has some real pretty parts in it. It was around, what was this, around $3.30 per blank if you bought a series of 10 blanks. So and that's pretty nice right there. I got a nice cut, just a little bit of sanding on that, and that'll be ready. I can probably start on this with 320 grit, and then I'll be moving up real fast, maybe even 400 grit to start out with. All right, now shaping the upper tube down here. Just about there. And there we go. And I think, yeah, that looks like a good shape for this pen. And now I just have to do some sanding. So I won't bore you with the sanding part because that's standard. I'll probably use a little bit of wet dry paper and some water in order to sand this down. And I will check back in when I have this up to a nice high finish polish. Hello and welcome to a quick episode here on the Naked Turner. I got some acrylic pen blanks from the Crooked Mill, and had a real good experience with them. Seems like a very good organization. You order off Amazon or online at Crooked Mill, and this is not an advertisement for them, but I did like my experience with them, and it seems like they had some pretty good products. Not a lot of them, but the ones they did have were pretty good for beginning pen turners, which is what I am. I've done a few small pens and pencils, large mechanical artist sketch pencils and things like that now, and just wanted to kind of share this process. I cut the blanks to size, oversized of what I need so I can trim them down later, and then what I'm going to do is CA glue. First I scuffed up the tubes a little. I'm going to CA glue them down inside of these acrylic tubes. Once I have that done, I'll show you the next process. And if you really want to see some good pen turning videos, there's lots of them out there on YouTube. Okay, so now I have the pen blanks mounted here on my pen mandrel, as well as having the appropriate bushings for this pen kit mounted in between those blanks. And that's one of the things I did like about Crooked Mill, is they include the bushings for their pen blank kits, which might be like a kit of 3 or a kit of 5 or a kit of 10. So then I have them marked here with an A and a B showing their orientation, and that way the grains line up through the ribboning in all of this acrylic. Okay, so here I'm polishing it now with just a little bit of oil and some 2500 grit. And I did use a little bit of, a tiny bit of Yorkshire grit before this, while I was sanding with some 1200 and using the Yorkshire grit as a paste on that 1200 grit. Let's stop that for a second. And let me just buff some of that off there. Get a better look at it. Alright. Look at that. Real pretty. It's got a nice sheen. And now what I'll do is I will do a little more sanding, wet sanding, and then some friction rub finish over the top of that, and then I'll press this pen together. Thanks for watching another episode of The Naked Turner. And what I'll do is I might show some of the pressing process as well, but if not, I will show some finished pictures at the end of this. And like I said, if you really want to see some good pen making videos, there's all kinds of really good pen making videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Please give me a like and share, and safe turning. This is what I did for my pen press here. I have a little detent drilled here that's centered up with another smaller detent over here, and this helps me assemble my pens. At some point I might make a better pen press, but at this point this is working real well. So anyway, I'm going to press these parts together. Just wanted to show you that if you don't have a pen press, you can take one of these quick clamps and make a pen press. I just used some high density molecular weight plastic here in these two locations that I had from an old project years back, and found them again. I was like, oh, where did I put that? Located them and turned them into. Alright, Alani is out here helping me on the lathe. She's turning a pen blank, my first pen, and I needed some help since it's my first time. I've never done this, and I thought maybe Alani could help me drill some holes for this pen blank. Okay, now back it out slowly. Take it, go back the other direction. And we're spinning down here. I was just talking to her about how we're spinning down here at 170 RPM. Keep going. Keep backing it out. There you go. Nice. Good job. And you can go a little faster now when you're pulling it out. There you go. Gonna get a nice high frequency squeal here. Alright, and stop right there. Perfect. Alright, so looks like you drilled out the pen blank. We got a really nice straight clean hole, so I think we're it's a good start to a good pen blank. Nice job. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
Alright, can you see good out of the safety glasses, or are they dusty?
No, they're fine.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, I never saw how you put it together.
Alright, so here's a new burl wood acacia